Hey guys, good morning. So, so we are on the food run to get some local food. So we found some humba, and this is kind of the area. You just kind of drive down the road and hopefully you find some local food. But I got some humba, which is right here. And what is that, Richie?
Bola bola.
Bola bola. Is that like some kind of fish?
I don't know, maybe pork. Ground pork.
And there's different ones. There's different kind of fish here. Some kind of good soup here. That looks good.
Sweet and sour fish.
Sweet and sour fish. All right. So I'm probably gonna get this and maybe this. I'm decided yet. But here's some good-looking chicken too. Well, this is like one of the local budget-friendly places to eat if you're in the Philippines. Yeah, we have some pasok, which is rice. This is mine right there. That looks delicious. All right, hey guys, so we found a good place to eat. Here is some of the stuff that we got. So this is kind of like another option if you want to go out to eat somewhere in the Philippines. You usually just drive around and find like a local place like this. It's usually more budget friendly and it's more, it's limit. Yeah, it's very, very good. It's fresh. Look at that humba. So my mouth is like watering right now. So I'm gonna put the camera right here. You guys can kind of see. So today's our last day here. So we're gonna eat this. Hopefully you guys can see us. And then we're headed on, we're gonna keep going south. So reading with our hands. Here's some pursuit. Pursuit of happiness. Alright, to me, the best part is the sauce. I think I'm just gonna dip this whole thing
You do like that.
in here. Like that? That's so good. And food tastes so good when you're hungry. Like right now, I'm so hungry. There's some cats by our feet. So what are you guys' favorite Philippine local foods? Mine's humba. I think that's probably number one, suka. And chicken adobos are always high up on the list. But you can see there is lots of fat with the humba, so it's nice to mix the fat, get it nice and juicy, mix it with the rice, and then eat it together. Look at that. It's like heaven in my mouth.
Happy yarn?
That's so good. It's like the best mixture with that sauce. And then, so the humba is probably not the healthiest, because look, that is a lot of fat. And what is that?
Patis.
Patis.
Sauce with suka.
What's soka?
Vinegar.
Ah, okay. Thank you. So is this like fish?
Pork.
Oh, it's like pork balls?
Real ground pork.
Ground pork. Alright, cool.
You want to try?
Alright. Switch my I think sometimes anything with sauce makes it so much better. Very good. Richie always has her fish. That's not dried fish, right? Or is it?
It's not.
It's just regular?
It's cabeche.
Cabeche. Is it salty? Really salty?
She says sweet and sour fish.
Oh, okay.
So if you come here in Walboal, you can walk and try our local food.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to come all the way to the Philippines and just eat McDonald's, Burger King, and even like the restaurants. You definitely want to try the local food. Like they have so many different items that you'll never get bored. Like But once you find something you like, it's hard to try anything more. Like me and Humba, every time I see Humba, like today, this is probably our 5th spot, 4th or 5th spot that didn't have Humba, so we're happy that we found one. It's very delicious. Love it, Kyle. You're very welcome. Because we went to we were driving closer to where we're staying, where we're sleeping the last couple nights, and there's nothing that had Humba. So we're lucky to find this.
I'm sweating. Means I love the food.
Yeah. It's a good sign. That's so good though.
You still have rice.
Yeah. Are both of these mine? Oh, you already had 2? Isn't that cool though? That's how they cook the rice. They put it inside. I think we're at Jason's house. They showed us how to do it like that. And then
We even make that with Raymond, I know.
I think we made these, but we didn't cook it. I think we were at Jason's house. We might have cooked it. So you probably don't want to eat humba every single meal or every day because there's so much. I mean, there is a lot of fat, but every once in a while, man, it's so good. It's like that fat melts in your mouth. All right, so I guess we'll finish eating this, and then after this, we're gonna head south. I'm not sure the exact name where we're going. I'll look it up later, but there's some more waterfalls we want to see. I think some peaks, and we'll probably figure out some other adventures as well too, and hopefully meet some interesting people. So that's always fun to meet random people. So we're gonna finish eating this. You guys take care. God bless. We'll see you guys very, very soon. All right, bye bye. Hey guys, so we just arrived in Alegria, and it's probably like a 45-minute drive from Waterfall. So there's a little bit of distance. We actually drove past Kawasan Falls, so it's probably like 15 minutes to Kawasan Falls. But there's a few different waterfalls we're gonna try to see while we're here. We got here later in the day. Actually, right after we made the video in Waterfall, it started raining, so we're waiting for it to stop raining. That's the downside of having a motorbike, because you can't always just get up and go. You have to wait until it stops raining. But we're right now at Alegria Dive Resort. So this is a place to go probably if you want to dive and do different things like that. We're probably not going to do that, but we're probably gonna do some waterfalls. But we're right at the entrance. We parked right up there. Maybe later we'll show you a little bit, but there's really not too much to see. This is just the back area. They're doing construction work here, so a lot of stuff that you were able to do before you can't do right now, but you know, that's okay. But here's our room. We'll show you that, and then right out here, maybe we'll walk out here after. It's cool. There's some swings. The beach is right there, and then there's like a game you can play, darts. But we'll do a little tour of our room. So here's the front door. Each one has a little name. So we're Highbury.
Ivory. It's like the name of the rice.
The what?
Name of the rice, Ivory.
Oh, Ivory. So here's our room. We have bunk beds. We have a fan. And then they did give us towels. I think this is probably like toothpaste and stuff. And so that's pretty much it. And for people that are wondering about prices, this right here is actually $6.50 per person. So, and I think it's probably, a lot of these places say $6.50 per person, and then the minimum is 2. So if you're by yourself, you kind of need to find a partner. That's what I found in other places too. So we're actually paying more for this room than the room we stayed at before. It was 1,000 pesos for 2 people, and we had AC, we had a TV, we had our own bathroom, kitchen that was not connected, but it was right outside. But here, you know, it's bunk beds, which is cool, but it's $6.50 per person. So that's I think that's 1,300. So it's 300 pesos more, which is 1,300. I think that's like $26. You guys, $26 US dollars. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but something like that. So it's a little bit more expensive, but you know, it's actually kind of difficult finding a place. Like we wanted something. Like we could have drove here from Moaboa, but you know, it's like a 45-minute drive, and then a little bit further to get to the waterfalls. There's just a few waterfalls we want to see here, but this brings us just a little bit closer. So if we wanted to, we could have stayed in Moaboa, but we just want to change up a little bit. And we didn't know exactly, from the pictures, you don't know exactly what you're gonna get. But this is fine room, but you know, it's just a little more expensive. So, but if anybody's interested, this is the dive resort, Alegria. dive resort, and it's $6.50 per person. So just for those that are interested in that, and this is what you get for $6.50 per person. So we do have bunk beds, and it does get a little warm. We took a little nap when we got here, and we're sleeping. It's a little warm, but we are in the Philippines, right?
Yeah, always hot.
Always a little warm. So I think right now we're gonna cool off. We're gonna try to find a waterfall. We talked to the people that work here, and they said sometimes they're open, sometimes they're not. Sometimes it just depends. So, and that's because of the pandemic. Sometimes they might have lockdowns or something like that. So we're gonna try Mount Pelier first. That's one of the closer ones. So tomorrow we'll probably go see a different one, and then we probably will only stay here a couple days. It really depends.
Yeah.
And then we try. I think we might keep it going south, see some more waterfalls, and then eventually make it up, and then we're making this up day by day. So we're not sure exactly where we'll go or what's going on, but that's part of the fun, kind of. Right now, I guess we'll just go to Mount Pelier. Hopefully get some daytime. It's like 3:30 right now, so we're hopefully get there and jump in, definitely cool down. Yeah. So I guess that's the plan.
Yeah.
So we're ready.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys when we get there. So we were driving down the road, and look what we found. A suntol tree with many, many up there.
You eat it.
Eat it?
Try it.
Ooh.
Let's try. Sweet and sour.
Yeah. All right. Not bad for a little drive-by. So we have a little snack for later. All right, guys, so we're just driving up the hill. Really, really nice views. You can see the beach in the background. Well, we do have some buzz. Hey, Steve! Every time someone calls me Joe, I say, hey, Steve. But we have some bad news. Mount Pelier Falls is closed. Thanks, man. See you later. But I get it's not because of COVID or the lockdown or anything. It's because something broke off of the mountain, so it's dangerous right now. So that's why we can't go there. So that's unfortunate, but at least it wasn't too far away. It was only like a 20-minute drive. This is it was a nice drive. But they say temporarily closed, so we don't know if that's how long that's gonna be. Something like that, you know. I think they said there's a crack in the rock in the waterfall.
Dangerous.
So I mean that could be a really long time. Oh, look at this. Someone wrote their names in the cactus. Whoa. But look at this view. This is awesome. It was a pretty cool drive coming up here. So it wasn't a total waste. Now that we know that Mount Pelier is closed, we won't come back here again probably. Oh, hello. Unsa imu pangalan?
Jinan.
Gina?
Jinan.
Jinan. All right. What's this up here?
Better melon. Paliya na diyan na.
Ha?
Paliya na diyan na. Para paliya.
Oh.
There's like houses back there.
They ask if you'll sing.
When you sing, you can. If I sing, I think they all want to leave. Wow. Cool little hangout area up there. Wow, look at the setup back here. This is cool. Hey guys. What's up? Wow. This is cool. It's got a little dirty kitchen back there. Nice. Do you guys live here? You live here? Okay, nice. This is cool. And they told me, we kind of talked to them just a little bit earlier. This path, if you keep going, it goes all the way to Kawasan Falls. So we're not too far from Kawasan Falls. It's probably like maybe a 15 more. Hello. You guys take care. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Look at that, some papaya. Those look good. Bananas.
That's for table.
Oh, nice.
Drink.
Yeah, nice little hangout area. Overlooking amazing view.
Wow.
That's really nice. All right, so we're gonna park here for a second. And we found a little path leading up. When we were over there driving this way, we saw like a cool spot. I'm not sure if they're honking at us or not, but we found a cool spot that looks like you can kind of sit up here and have a nice view. We don't know this is the path up there. Oh, there's a house there. This might not be the area. I think the area, you can kind of see it over there. There's like a flat area. This might not be it. You want to go up there? All right, so we're gonna walk up there. If you guys know me, I'm pretty clumsy, so I might need two hands to walk up here. So I'm gonna turn this off for a second, and then our goal is to go up there. So this is pretty, yeah, be careful. We both might fall. It's pretty steep. Look at this. Wow. And these loose rocks don't help. And I have two left feet. This is cool. Whole bunch of goats. Wow. We think this is the, it was like a flat area on top of a hill that looked really like a good spot to fly the drone. So we're hoping this is it. It looks like it might be. That's a nice view though. All right, we'll walk up there real quick and then we'll show you guys the view once we get up there. All right guys, so we think this is the one we saw coming over here. It's kind of flat. Yeah, I think it is, because that's like the orange little hut where the karaoke was. If you can see that through the tree. So we kind of saw this, we're like, hey, let's go check this out. Hey Richie, this is like where the grass is over there. This is kind of like the cornfield. Look at that. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, this is impressive. So that's where we were, by the orange. And this is what we saw. We saw this grass area. We're like, oh, let's go up there. We have some suntal and some guava. We're gonna have a little picnic up here and fly the drone. What more can you ask for? So the bad thing about sometimes finding a little plateau like this on a hill is finding shade to do something like this. But we did find some shade. So we're gonna hang out here, and then I think this will be a nice little flying part for the drone. So I'll start the drone and we can see what's above us. right, hey guys, so we made it down to like the Alegria city center kind of. There's a cool little area here. We'll walk there in a second, but I'll kind of turn around. This is like a bunch of little places to eat. Up down this way. Oh, the bird's just chilling up there. And then down this way. There's a nice church there. We'll show that in a second. This is nice here. We'll just take a walk through here. And what does Alegria mean?
Alegria means fun.
Means fun. So
enjoyable.
Alegria. So
Yeah.
maybe that is part of the name.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, I'll turn around. This is really nice. I'll just show you a little thing of the area. I think there's some little center shops, things to buy, souvenirs. And then this way.
Look at how they design.
Nice design.
And there's a heart shape.
This is cool. It's an old watchtower. Alright guys, we just made it back to our place, and here's like the back area. Little swinging area, and some darts. And then in here is a whole bunch of scuba diving gear, because this is like a dive resort. Nice little bar, and then doing some renovations up there.
Look at this drawing.
A whole bunch of tanks. And this is where we went to today. So there's Mount Peeler Falls, and then Cambias Falls. I think that's it. That's a good one. And then Cowlison Falls we already did. Osmeña Peak would be fun to see. And then Calanang Falls. I'm not sure if that one is yet, but I definitely want to see the Cambias. All right, so this is kind of like our back area. And it's kind of deserted now. Not many guests here either. It's a nice little area. Hey, bro. Cool little relaxing place. Oh, you're fine. You can stay.
Okay,
We're just gonna walk down here. We're gonna try to find what's it called?
Swaki.
Swaki. Do you know if there's swaki out here?
Yeah.
Really? All right, so we might get lucky and find some swaki. Is there some vinegar if we do find any?
Nice. So ka dere Baligya dapit.
Oh.
Outside. Yeah.
Outside? Okay, so maybe we can find some swaki. We're not sure. We'll try. Okay. So it's slippery here.
This one is you can cook, but only one.
Really peaceful here. There's some other people walking around. Not sure if they're looking for swaki. It looks like he might be looking for something.
Oh, when we came, the water is up to.
Oh yeah.
What's the stairs? But now it's.
Yeah, you're right. Before we came out here and kind of just looked around, the water was like all the way up past that first step, and that first step is pretty high.
I need wood. I see something, but I'm not sure if this one.
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
I think that's a smaller
Wait,
version.
look at this, Dustin. This one.
It like moves.
Nee.
Oh, I don't know what that is. It's like really slimy.
Yeah.
But this is, I think this is Taeyong. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong.
I think not.
But look how it moves.
Because last time we asked the kids, they said we cannot eat like that. That's the other one is like the sharper than that.
All right. So you guys let us know. What's the name of this? Is this swaki? And Taeyong, look at that. There's so many moving things. Yeah, he went back inside. Hey, hey.
Look at.
Oh, that's cool. I think this is like a sand dollar. Or no.
It's egg.
I don't know. Look at that little imprint. That's cool. It almost looks like the bottom looks like a turtle thing, but it's not a turtle.
And there's starfish on
It's
top.
really light. Something was in there before.
Mhm.
That's cool. Imagine like a sand dollar, like a flat one.
Mhm. I heard that.
Here's another one.
It's like egg.
I don't know what that is. What is that, guys? That's cool. Oh, here's like this is weird, Richie. Look at this. I don't know if I should touch that or not, but it's like this is cool. It's like a
Oh.
black abyss.
Hala, kakuya.
That's so weird.
Wow.
I don't know if I should touch it.
It's like leech.
That's so weird.
That's a weird creature.
Yeah, really.
It's low tide.
This is cool. This is really interesting walking through
Oh,
here.
This might be to you.
That's the same thing we just saw.
No, the other eye. Oh.
This little, it's funny, as soon as we get close, you see little things like going in there. But I think that's the things we just saw. That's like the Taeyong with the spiky. If you see them, hopefully we can find one we can get out.
Yeah.
But like, this is so cool. Those trees. Wow.
Hi. No, that's like that. Hi. It's moving. There's lots of.
There's stuff on it?
Yeah, look at.
Oh yeah, it's like hairy.
It's like egg.
What does it smell like?
Smells like balut.
You getting hungry? She started to mention balut. I think she's getting hungry.
It smells like balut. Starfish.
Ah, it's a
Different
little mini
color.
one. Wow, you can see a moon. See those? It's like
Whoa.
this, that's so cool. Can you guys see that?
Whoa.
Wow, that is. All right, bye, buddy. That's cool, starfish.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like a little guy. Where'd he go? Oh, look at this little guy. Oh, look. Wow. Put him back. Here's a little starfish. There's lots of like little ones. Look, there's 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
There are so many. I've never seen them this small before.
Yeah.
Look at that. That is so tiny. That's the smallest starfish I've ever seen. We gotta be careful really where we walk. There's another one. Oh, see, that's why you gotta be careful where you walk, because that one looked like it broke off. That's too bad.
It's very nice when there's no water.
Yeah, this is cool. So many starfish though. Look at that. There's another one there. Wow. That's really cool. And here, Richie, here's the one with the long spikes.
Where?
But it's way too small. If that's the one you think that we can eat. See
that one.
That's the one you think we can
Yeah,
eat? Okay, that's
one.
tiny. That's like the really tiny version. So that right there is Tuyong?
Swaki.
Swaki. It means the same thing? Those two names?
Maybe that one is tuyom too, but this kind of tuyom, which is swaki, that we can eat.
Okay, alright.
Because that's sharper than the other one.
So I think that's the really small version, but that might be what we're looking for. So they are out here. It just seems like everything is like babies. That's like... Look at this, Richie.
Huh?
Look at this.
Snake.
It's like a long caterpillar or centipede, but underwater one. And it's right by a starfish. That's cool.
La, don't touch it.
I want to touch it so bad. Is there like a stick?
Stick, we should bring.
Yeah, next time we'll bring something. I won't touch it, but...
I won't touch it, but I will.
But I'll see if you guys can see that. Look at that. This might be the thing we touched. Remember at the
No.
Oh, that's so cool. Look at that.
Wala, it looks like a lid.
It's like a huge... Oh my gosh.
Oh,
that's so
Dustin.
cool.
I saw.
You see something else?
No, it's swaki, but small.
That's so cool, guys. Him and the starfish might be on a little date. I'll let them get back to whatever they're doing. Looks like they're getting pretty friendly. That thing is so cool.
Wow, lots of fish hiding.
Oh, I'm gonna pick it up one more time. Look at that. That is,
It's like worms.
that's so weird. Yeah, Richie hates worms. It looks like the Blob. Have you guys ever seen the movie The Blob? Or Tremors. Have you guys ever seen Tremors? That's a classic movie. I'll bite my finger off. I don't even know what that is.
Dustin, here's another swaki.
This is such an educational walk. I've never seen a lot of these things before. Yeah.
There's two dating.
Oh yeah, look, they're on a little date.
But they're very small.
Are those the ones you step on and they get stuck in your feet?
I think so.
So these are the ones I think when I was in Sikihor we caught. I'm not sure. Oh, they're like, yeah, those things you don't want to get stuck in your feet. Richie, here's what it looks like. Look at that, guys. You can see the face in there. Well, that's really tiny. You can't eat that. The bigger ones, I believe you can eat. That's like the really tiny version. But I'll put him back. Ah, look at that. They're friends. He's like, are you okay, bro? He's like, yeah, I don't know what just happened. Some giant just picked me up. I'm okay though. So they're communicating back and forth. He's probably scared half to death. So if you came here a few hours ago, I'm pretty sure all of this is covered. Yeah, Richie, remember when we looked out and we're wondering what this was? And this was all covered in water. So if you came out here like a few hours ago, that's where we're staying right there. We looked out here and all of this was covered in water.
And I just want to show you guys this. Look at this.
That is awesome. I think that's like a sand dollar.
And it's flower.
That is so cool. That's really neat. You should...
I'll bring this.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I don't think there's anything living in there, is there?
No one.
It's just empty.
Yeah, empty.
Wow.
I think they already got a tuyong. Many people are walking.
Maybe, yeah, we can see what they're... We can just copy what they're doing. They're probably all looking for tuyong. Lots of people over there. They probably already went through this area and got everything. We're not finding anything except the little baby ones. Oh, that's the one you just got?
Oh.
Wow, they're very, very fragile.
Wow.
That's too bad. You'll probably find another one. Ah, something just jumped.
Huh.
Something big. It's swimming over here. Oh, I don't know what that was.
Fish, maybe. Look at the inside.
Ah, so here's the inside, guys. If you can see that, probably not. It's really dark.
Aww.
That's too bad. That was really
Free souvenir.
That was cool.
Free souvenir. Oh, wow. I'm very lucky, Dustin. Look at this. This is the swaki.
You found a swaki?
That one. I need stick.
I'll pick it up.
Huh?
I'll pick it up.
Sharp.
All right, so we found one, guys.
That's big.
We're not sure if we can...
Yeah. Zung, zung, zung.
But I think that's small.
Huh? It's big. It's
The
big.
ones we found in Sikihor
Bigger than that?
were a lot bigger, yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, but I don't think these taste good
It is.
if they're small. You guys let me know if I'm wrong. The ones that you eat, swaki, are they supposed to be bigger than this? I just don't want to, you know, eat it and waste it.
I'll eat it.
Really?
Oh.
All right, okay. I think that is one, but I think it's too small. But if you want to eat it,
Remember, we ate
All
in
right.
the yacht? It's same as big as that.
was it really?
Oh.
I can't remember. Okay. So but that's what they look like. Those are the ones that we ate in Sikihor. All right.
Ah, so it's
Good
not-
eye,
it's
Richie.
not
How'd you
the
find
one.
this?
So it's not like that, the black one. This is the kind. Swaki.
Yeah, I think there's different kinds though, because I think we ate the black ones too.
Really?
And then this is look at it moving, guys.
Wow.
That is so cool. Wow, that is really cool. Oh. So what are you gonna do with this? Want to hold it?
I'll hold it.
Want to try to hold it?
No.
No.
Here, I'll eat that.
You're just gonna put it in your bag?
I don't have plastic.
All right. Well,
If you hold that,
do you guys want to watch Richie eat this?
oh,
All right.
later. I'll eat that with vinegar.
All right, we'll see. We'll see if Richie will eat this. All right, hey guys. So we're probably just gonna call it a night here. So Richie, the only thing we have to decide: do you want top or bottom?
Top.
Top? You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Put my chicken in
We just ate. Nice safe
I'm
spot.
scared there's ants.
Ants or something. Yeah, it's good to hang up your food. And one other tip, like a budget-friendly tip: buy one of these, and you put this right in your bike. Like it's easier when it's empty. So if you get a new one, if you stay at a place for like 4 days, you don't know if you're gonna have water or not. And to save on water, because some places don't give you free water, which I think every place should, but not every place does give you free water. So you're spending all this money on water. So to get one of these,
And refill.
and then you refill for like 5 to 10 pesos.
10
It depends. I had 5 pesos before.
Mm.
I used to fill these up with 5 pesos, but some places charge anywhere between 5 and 10 pesos usually.
If you are here, maybe this one in 7-Eleven, maybe around 100 to like that. But if you are here, it's expensive because it's far from the mall.
Yeah, the further away you're from the mall, or it's like a tourist area,
Yeah.
they're usually a little bit more expensive. But usually you can get these for like 100 pesos. But then after that, you just fill up for 5 pesos, 5 or 10 pesos each time after that, instead of buying water all the time. That's the
Yeah.
biggest thing, especially for me because I drink so much water.
Yeah. I think only you drink that.
Yeah, I think I drink the whole thing in one day. But we did the last place we stayed. You just had to coordinate with the time because they usually close at like 5 or 6.
Mm.
So it stinks when you run out of water before you go to bed or something, and the next morning you don't have any water, and you got to go try to find a place. That's one of the usually the first things I do when I go to a new location. Like today, we're like, oh, we got to go find a water refill. So tomorrow, we're probably gonna refill that, and then it's just good to know where one is, because water refill, that's probably one of the biggest. I mean, you need water to live, so that's one of the biggest things I always try to look for when I go. And then to save money, I mean, you save a lot of money that way by filling that up for 10 pesos instead of buying a new one for, you know, every day you buy like 20 pesos for a new one. And I'll probably drink those 20 peso ones, I'll probably drink like 3 of those a day or something. But that is...
Me, I like water because every morning we can drink coffee heater.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to find a heater. That's one thing we need to try to find. Because I eat my oatmeal in the morning. She has her coffee. Her breakfast is coffee. I wish I could just do that. I wish I could wake up in the morning and just drink coffee and be fine.
Sometimes
I need some food.
I eat. Sometimes coffee. Depends.
Yeah. But I guess we're gonna probably just... I still need to edit, so I'm gonna edit tonight. And then tomorrow, see some falls maybe?
Yes.
We haven't decided exactly what we're gonna do tomorrow yet. But probably falls, maybe a peak. But and hopefully it's open. I think the only reason the waterfall wasn't open today is because it was too dangerous. So it wasn't because of the pandemic or anything. But it was a nice little drive going up that way. It was cool. We had some nice peaks.
Yeah.
And coming down, we got
Eating santol.
Yeah, we found some santol, then guava. That was hard though, right? Did you get to eat it?
It's a little sour.
A little sour?
Yeah.
Did you find a worm? I thought I heard you say worm. No? Okay. I thought it was
the other one, I threw it.
Oh, so you did find one worm? In the guava or the santol?
Santol.
Oh, the santol. Really?
Because it's overripe.
Okay. I never found worms in a santol before.
You can...
Maybe I did.
Yeah, you can notice when you open it's brown, or even the seeds.
Yeah, nothing ruins your appetite than finding a worm. I remember the first time I ever found a worm was when I think I was like in 2nd grade. We used to eat at our desk in school, and I was eating an apple, and I was like talking to my friend. I looked down, there's a big worm like looking at me. Yeah, after that I always inspect my food, no matter what it is.
That's why when I gave you guava, you do like this.
Yeah.
No worm, no worm.
Ever since that one time when I was like I forget, I think it was like 1st or 2nd grade. Every time since that day, I always like inspect my food, especially like apples or guavas. You always see me inspect the guava. And then the santol now, I'll check that, but I'm always paranoid about that.
Santol is only when it's overripe, or you will know that it's not good to eat, because when you open, you can see the seed is brown, it's not white anymore, so it's easy to identify.
And one thing that got a free life pass today was your what's that thing called again? The thing that you're gonna eat, the swaki. We let that go. It was too small. So we did let it go. We asked a local here, and he said, yeah, that's too small. So we let that go to live another day. But those are pretty good. If you guys never experienced that before, you're pretty much just like eating raw fish, almost like that. Because just
you bring vinegar if you want.
Yeah.
If you want to, a little bit tasty, add more taste in it. Just bring vinegar and eat that one in the ocean. That's something you can eat right on the ocean. Like if you're out in the ocean and you're a little hungry, you want a little snack, you find one of those swaki. Or they said also the tuyum, the one we saw, the black one.
The one with the really long spikes. When they're bigger.
They have similar.
Almost the same taste.
Yeah, you can eat both.
You know a trick how to get those long things off?
How?
You put them in a net and shake it. And the spikes would just like break off. That's what we did in Sikihor when I fished with those guys. That was a lot of fun. We caught probably 20? 15, something like that.
And you ate with vinegar.
And we ate them, yeah. We tried a couple out in the ocean, and then the rest we took back and ate them with vinegar. And that was really good. It's making me hungry now, but it was good.
He said, if I want to maybe wake up around 6 a.m. and go to the ocean.
Yeah.
But I think it's a little bit high tide that time. So I like it during afternoon, low tide, so I can go.
Yeah, you just want to be one of the first ones out there. Because we went out there today, we didn't see anything. And there's a lot of people walking the same way as us. So they probably already went by our area and picked out everything. And they just kept going that way. Because the only one we found was that small one and a couple of those black ones. But we saw a lot of cool creatures out there.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. That was interesting.
The one like a worm?
That worm one was cool.
The one like the stone that has flower shape of flower.
Yeah,
drawn.
too bad that broke.
I like that.
Yeah, you could have like somehow cemented it or something to
Yeah.
make it hard. That was cool. But we turned off the fan to talk, and it's getting really hot without that fan on. So we're probably just gonna go. And
Yeah.
any final thoughts, or how was your day? Was it good?
Very good.
How are you, Richie? Are you good?
I'm good.
All right, that's good to hear.
It's new place. No one knows us. It's very nice.
Yeah, I love going to new places. It's fun just to kind of experience. We met some cool people. That karaoke place. That was kind of
Yeah.
fun. They're fun characters.
Yeah.
It's just you meet when we went to. It's just you meet so many nice people no matter where. We're not always videotaping, but we met some other nice people, and
Yeah.
it's just cool. No matter where you go, there's friendly people just welcoming you and being
Yeah.
nice. So
And we saw the other way going to Kawasan, which is if you don't need tour guide, if you didn't need anyone,
Yeah, it's like
you
through-
can just go directly.
it's like
to
the back
Kawasan.
passageway, yeah, or the passageway. There's like a little path
Mm.
by that one orange house. There's
Mm.
like a little path just along the side, like you're going down, and that's another way you can go to
Yeah,
Kawasan.
he
So
said
yeah.
this is the way, no entrance fee.
Yeah, you might go any time of day because the other way there's only one way in and you have to pay. There's like there's no way getting around that. And then if you know the back way, yeah, you can go anytime you want.
At least you know.
Yeah, it's good with a guide though because they
It's
show you exactly where to
engineering.
go. What do you think? Call
Yeah.
tonight.
Thank you so much for watching.
I'm gonna edit.
And
Yeah,
listening to us.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys had a good day, night, evening, whatever time of day it is. So here's, you want the top?
Yeah.
So this one's, alright, so I'm gonna sleep down here. Comfy bed. They do have nice pillows here, so that's one good thing. And, I mean, there's many good things. So this is a good place. I'm not saying this is not a good place. It's
different place, different.
It's a different place, yeah. So each time we move on to a different one, we're just gonna find a different place.
Yeah.
And
So while you edit, I'll go outside for the Wi-Fi, and there's a nice sitting area there, nice breeze, and I'll go there.
yeah, it's probably cooler outside than it is in here.
All right.
Alright guys, you guys take care.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. See you guys later.